Cross country, a sport most people don't think about being tough, but it is.
The sport of cross country involves an awful lot of sort of recruiting and oftentimes even arm twisting to get somebody involved, because from the outside looking in, it can seem pretty daunting, and a lot of kids you talk to say, "Oh, I don't run," or I can't run long distances," and we have to try to let them know that not very many people start off being able to run long distances. It's something that it's acquired over time. Some people are just fast or coordinated, but being a good distance runner is a discipline, and so it's tough to get started sometimes, and it's even tough once you've established yourself. But because it's challenging in so many ways, physically obviously, but it's challenging psychologically and emotionally, it's an area where you can really grow in all three of those facets.
Here in Winona, people think of Jim Flim when they hear the words cross country, and that's why they honor him every year at the only meet they host, the Jim Flim Invitational.
The name Jim Flim in the state of Minnesota even is synonymous with the sports of cross country, Nordic skiing, and also track and field. His success as a coach is almost unparalleled in the state, with 4 state titles in cross country running and then a couple in skiing as well. And he didn't start the program, but after the program had been around for about 3 years or so, he was the head coach, and that continued on to the year 2000. So he spent a long time as the head coach, and really still hearing from former athletes who really respect what he did for them, and how he touched their lives in coaching and helped them become better humans as well. So.
Well, I think anytime you have an event that's named after you, it's exciting, but at the same time it's very humbling, because of the fact that I didn't run a step. The kids were the ones who did all the running and skiing, and again we were very successful, and so it's an honor.
Both coaches have been involved with both individual and team sports and understand the challenges athletes face when they are a part of cross country.
It's an individual sport, but yet it's a team sport, and it's something that you can do. The harder you work, the better you become, and you don't necessarily have to have a lot of talent to become successful if you're willing to work hard. And we've been really lucky to have kids that worked extremely hard, and our philosophy always was that hard, smart work works. And it does.
But there is not a day that goes by that they don't see a reward come out of being involved.
Well, I think the most rewarding thing is taking kids who have what people would consider to be very little ability, and watching these kids to become really successful. We had a runner who was a 9th grader. He was our last runner on our team, and when he was a senior, he was our #1 runner. So, as a coach, you get just as much pleasure out of coaching kids with lesser ability than the ones with, the great ability. And so I think taking kids that have, little running ability and making them successful is what it's all about.
You can catch the Jim Flim Invitational Saturday at St. Mary's University with a kids fun run at 9 a.m. with middle and high school races to start around 9:30. Reporting for HBC TV 25, I'm Alyssa Kozak.